Hello, folks. Welcome into Living 757. I'm having a little fun, poking fun at Ashley. Hello. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? Are
Yes.
you good?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Good. Good. Good. Well,
Even though you're making fun of me.
well, you know what? That's what we do. We banter and have fun. Now, as you can see, Patricia is she's got the day off today, so she's relaxing and everything. And I was thinking, Ashley, with tax day coming to an end, I see you already roll the eyes. So you're probably in the same position that I'm in. With tax day coming to an end last week, I'm stressing out because I'm trying to figure out when will I actually be able to not have to pay taxes anymore. Like, I used to not have to pay taxes, right?
What do you mean you didn't
Well,
have to
okay,
pay
let me
taxes?
clean that up. I had a lot of write-offs. I had a lot of write-offs from taxes, but you know what? So are you struggling to pay like a lot of these taxes? The tax laws are kind of jacked up, right?
I mean, yeah, nobody likes to pay taxes. And I feel like in Virginia, they tax you on the taxes, then they tax you on the taxi taxes, and then the taxi taxed taxes.
Yeah.
Like, you get taxed on your income, and then you got to pay on anything you buy with that income.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Now.
And yes, I'm struggling too, if you can't tell.
Well, so the advantage I used to have, see, now that our daughter is a teenager, we can't take advantage of the daycare and all that extra stuff. So you got to be doing good. You got two of them, right?
Yeah, well, they're also eating the equivalent
Oh.
of that discount in berries for groceries weekly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well,
no, I'm not doing great.
all right. Well, you know what, guys? I hope that you're able to recover from tax day, same as us. Now, I wish I could be a little bit more comfortable when it does come to paying taxes, similar to how comfortable one of our crew members were last week when he decided to show up to work, not dressed the way we're supposed to come to work. So, yeah, you got a little bit more about this, right?
I do. So our producer, Ginger Savage, was out last week and she was asleep. She had already told, a few of us that she wasn't going to make it. She wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
And when she woke, she got these text messages from one of our crew members. Melissa,
Paul.
so sorry. I have no pants to wear. Looking. Are we allowed to wear shorts or slightly presentable pajama pants at work?
You know what? He asked for slightly presentable pajama
Right.
pants.
So she said, I'm out sick today. Please tell me you did not choose the pajama pants. I plan on going to Target at lunch. I'm sorry, Melissa. I look good in them though. They almost look like regular pants. Face palm. Will laughed.
Yeah. Well, our other producer laughed. It says, where are all of your pants? That's the next question. Where are all of your pants?
Right.
And so he shows up to work with pajama pants.
And yeah, this is the video he sent after he's like, hey, it's okay. I look good in them. Now,
Yeah.
like, this is wild.
Right,
It's not wild because we know Paul.
Right, yeah,
But
Paul.
like, I want to know, where did all his pants go?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't have any pants. What?
Yeah, Paul, I know that you're behind the cameras. Can you come out and at least tell us where your pants were last week, Paul? Paul, can you please
Oh, hey
come up
guys,
here?
no, it
Hold
was
up,
it
time
was
out.
an adventure within
Time out,
itself.
time out. You
Okay, where
knew-
did the pants go? I moved out of my RV and into my aunt's place in Virginia Beach, and I got up. Time was running out. I had to get to work. Okay,
But, like-
and I was like, "Where's your pants? There's no pants. There's not even dirty pants. There's not funky pants. There's no pants.
No
Period.
pants.
And I've got to get to work, and that's when I texted Melissa, and I realized to myself, wait a minute. We go into that building and a VP sees us. He's going to look at us up and down and go, wait, whoa, what's this? Who
No.
are you?
he would know that it's you, Paul. So
Probably.
so the outfit that, I don't know, do we have a picture of the outfit that he actually had last week?
Yeah, so you went to Target
yeah.
on your lunch break. What pants did you end up with?
These pants I'm wearing
Stop.
right now, as a matter of fact, I've got the exact same outfit on. You know.
All right, Paul. So
Oh my gosh!
The
Wait, is
exact-
that the same shirt
Yep.
too?
That's the exact same shirt, the everything.
Oh.
And I'm no, I just want to let you guys know, I'm no Steve Jobs, okay, from Apple. I just happen to have the same clothes on. Like he wore the same clothes every day
Well, that
to
means-
make things easier for him to get more done.
It means
Me,
Paul-
I'm just lazy.
well, that means Paul has a lot of money. That's all that means. Paul has a lot of money to dress.
Did you locate your pants?
I'm still looking for them. I think they walked away by themselves. They were so dirty, probably.
I don't even think you're looking for them because you had the same clothes on, which means you've been in this studio for a whole week. You had a
Exactly.
microphone ready to come on stage.
know.
You want to talk about tax season? You know what? I'm going to get a job right off on my pajama pants because that's what I
Please.
wear to work. You wear your outfits to work. You might as well get a tax off. But I'll tell you something. You and Quincy are so funny. I laugh my pants off.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, Paul.
Follow us for more text advice.
Like, no, Paul planned to put those pants in wherever he had them in just to pull them off at this moment. He plans every month. He's made more appearances,
I know.
more guest appearances on this show in the last 3 months.
Wait a minute, he couldn't find pants. Where did those come from?
Right, he just pulls them out of his own pants. Thank you, Paul,
Magic.
making our show just as fun. Now, clearly the way he was dressed wasn't good for the work environment, right? Which kind of reminds me of things that we should be taking care of, and that's our environment, right? Earth Day is coming up, and I said Earth Day instead of Earth.
I heard that.
Earth Day is coming up. That's April the 22nd. Now, for us, Earth Day actually was established, Ashley, in April 22nd, 1970. Long time ago. I may have been born during that decade. Anywho, it was created by a guy named Gaylord Nelson, a former U.S. Senator from Wisconsin, and it just means to increase the awareness of the environmental problems, clean up litter, and plant trees, and have a simple reflect on the beauty of nature. That's what Earth Day is all about, yeah.
Nice. And each year they assign a theme to Earth Day. This year it's Our Power, Our Planet, and it urges a tripling of renewable electricity by 2030, and they're specifically focusing on wind and solar.
Wind and solar. And remember this rhyme because also in the 757, HRT is going to be giving free rides. So you get, what is it? It's free if you ride HRT. So keep that up on the 22nd of April. So get on the bus and save the emissions, I guess. That's all in the air from people.
I think the point is that when you carpool or when you ride share, it's only one vehicle on the road instead of however many you would normally be taking.
There
So,
you
yeah.
go. Earth Day.
Yeah.
Earth Day.
Support our Earth.
Such that.
I said the.
I'm sorry. My teeth are big.
Oh my gosh, but there are no free rides for this Norfolk-based Navy veteran. He is planning on making the trip of his life to climb Mount Everest.
Whoa.
Wow.
So-
Like just looking at the top of Mount Everest makes me tired. His name is Brian O'Malley, and he is about to attempt to climb the tallest mountain in the world. Of course, that's Mount Everest. Not only that, he's using this challenge as a chance to raise money for a charity called Tunnels to Towers. That is a nationwide charity, and it supports military and first responders. How cool. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever thought about doing something like that?
No, because I hate going outside. I'm such a city guy. I would never do, even when I've been on cruises that go to Alaska, they talk about, hey, let's go out and just hike. And I'm like, for fun? Like, you want to do that for fun? No, I'm not doing any of that. Okay, I'm worried about bears and all types of, animals that's out there. So,
So I couldn't even let you walk my dogs. You'd be too afraid of the bears.
I have a dog, Ashley. I walk my own dog.
Are there bears in your neighborhood?
I don't walk him near the bears, no. I'm very smart because he can't fight. He's just this little bitty thing. So, speaking of fighting, Hoo-hoo, that was a cool transition. Also staying in Norfolk, I hope you guys are ready to keep supporting fellow Norfolk native Keyshawn, last name Davis, AKA the businessman. He's clearly the businessman because he keeps orchestrating these fights. He's winning, and this time he's going to be at the Norfolk Scope Arena on June 7th to defend his WBO lightweight belt. This is a belt, if you remember, a couple of months ago, he won it in Madison Square Garden.
Right.
And I want to say he was one of the youngest or the fastest to get it done. He also has two other brothers that box as well. So he's got his family. Norfolk has his back. And I want to say the last time he was in the Norfolk Scope was, it was last year, November. And that's where he and his brothers, they all won their fights. And he's coming back to the Norfolk Scope again on June 7th to defend his WBO title against, and I have to say this because we're behind him, some bum named Edwin De Los Santos. And I called you a bum because we're supporting our guy, the businessman. Look, don't have your face like that. Please don't get me whooped. Please, yep. Yeah, I hope you don't watch this. But do your thing, Keyshawn, and make me look good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Keyshawn, if you are watching
Yeah.
this, we would love to have you in studio.
Yeah.
We would love to like square up. I know that looked real bad.
Why would you want to square up against a professional boxer?
I mean, for a photo. If you're gonna actually square up, you can reserve that for Quincy.
Please don't. Please don't.
No, but we would love to have you on if anybody's watching and you can connect us. Please do. We love like spotlighting local talent.
Yeah, especially talent as talented as you, Mr. Businessman. So we got a great show ahead today. I'm so excited. Oh yeah.
Do we?
Oh yeah. I hope so.
Do we?
Yes, I believe so.
Are you ready?
Ding 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 ding.
We've got a wrestling champ and she's teaching me a few moves. Plus, we are talking eco-friendly styles with these local fashionistas.
Oh yeah, and Zay Bennett performs, but coming up next before all of that, I don't know if I told y'all, but I don't drink. So stop bringing drinks around me. That's not what I do. Stick around. The coolest show in town is about to get started. I don't drink.
Woo! Welcome back to Living 757. The theme of this episode is Earth Day, and our next guest couldn't be more fitting. It's a fashion show that features sustainable looks, and it's taking place at the Virginia Zoo. From Foster Beauty, let's welcome Ariana Foster. Hey, girl.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, you have a really fun event that I just mentioned coming up at the Virginia Zoo on May 3rd. Can you tell our viewers about it?
Yes, so we have our fashion show, May 3rd, Virginia Zoo. It's all going to be local designers, local models. We have some performances, some visual art, a lot of exciting things happening throughout the night, and it's all centered around sustainable fashion.
I love that. And you just mentioned sustainable fashion, and you're spotlighting eco-conscious design and ethical fashion practices. So how are you showcasing those principles via fashion?
Yes, so all of our designers this season have been challenged to create an entire collection that is made from either ethically sourced materials or reworked or repurposed materials.
Okay.
We're also highlighting the power of slow fashion versus fast fashion and how we can really take things that we already own and give them new life.
I love it. Now, you brought some models with you.
We did.
And these models are dressed by the designers that are taking part in your show.
Yes.
But these aren't looks that you're going to see the day of the fashion show.
No,
This
these
is
are
just
just-
like a teaser, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of their past collections, giving you a little taste of what they got cooking up and what you can look forward to seeing at the show.
All right, let's take a look at some models.
All right, well, first up, we have the beautiful Lizzie. She is wearing Crowned by Kertrice, one of our wonderful crochet makers. Those pants, I absolutely love them. They were crochet shorts. She put together some brownie squares and made that look.
Very cool.
Now we have Aya. This is another Crown by Kertrice look. This crochet dress, handmade, one of one.
Okay,
Beautiful.
so when you say slow fashion, crochet is one of the things you're talking about.
It is, yes. We're not mass producing looks in, a sweatshop, just hand making them with love and care. Now we have Alex. He is wearing one of our designers Fix by Tricks. This top that he is wearing is actually a repurposed tapestry made into a pullover.
I love it. I love it, and that's what you're talking about, taking something old and making it new
Making
again.
it new, yes. This is Diego. He's also wearing Fix by Tricks. That look there is a repurposed lightweight comforter made into a jacket.
Oh, that's really cool.
How cute,
And
yeah.
how many of us have wished we could wear a blanket out of the house?
Right, there you go.
Yep.
Yes.
That sounds right up my alley.
And this
Ooh,
lovely
yes.
gown, our model Jasmine. This is one of our designers, Albie Sweets. This is a one-of-one dress made of 100% cotton, and it's a totally custom look.
That is stunning.
How beautiful is it?
It is so beautiful, and I'm impressed that she can walk.
Right.
Because I think I would have fallen by now. You guys look fantastic. I love it. Okay, so for anybody who's watching who wants to know, if there's another show, how can they get involved? Your company is Foster Beauty.
Yes.
Can you tell me what you guys do there?
Yes, so our platform that we created is really just to spotlight local talent. There is an abundance of talent and creatives in this area, and fashion is an art form for so many people.
Yes.
So fashion is at the center. We produce fashion shows, all types of events really, and partner with a lot of different arts and cultural organizations, and really just have created this platform where all the local artists and creatives can shine and further their careers in the industry.
That's really cool. And when you do shows like this, you do kind of like an open casting call, not just for models, but also for the designers you feature in the show, right?
Yes, we do. All of the talent, really, the makeup artist, the hairstylist, it's a huge collaborative effort.
I love that because it doesn't just take one person to put those events on, it takes a village, literally.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, where can people find you? How can people get involved if they want to come to the show or if they want to be involved in the next one?
Yes, please check us out. Follow us at Foster Beauty Fashion Show. You can find us online, fosterbeautyfashionshow.com, or on Instagram, YouTube at Foster Beauty Fashion Show.
Awesome. Well, let's take one more look at the models, you guys. This is all sustainable fashion. It's eco-friendly. I cannot believe that these two outfits closest to us are crocheted. That is beautiful.
Stunning.
And I also really love that you can take something in your house and you can make something brand new out of it. I especially need a blanket jacket now. All right, Ariana, well, thank you so much for everything that you're doing for the fashion community here in the 757, and thank you for joining us. I cannot wait to see pictures from the zoo.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Of course. You guys, when I think fashion, I think big cities, don't you? I think it's time for a trip down south.
Okay, folks, picture this. A place where vibrant nights meet the coastal breeze of Virginia Beach, right? Now, I'm going to be blending fun fusion foods with those signature cocktails and that good old Miami sound. Make it for an unforgettable experience. Can you picture that? Well, guys, I'm happy to welcome the owners of the new Virginia Beach restaurant called Crave. Let's welcome both Lance and Alan to the show. How you fellas doing?
Good. How you feeling today, man?
Yeah. Well, cool. I hope I painted a good picture. Now, Lance, this, as I mentioned, this sounds like a Miami theme thing,
Right.
but it's coming to Virginia Beach. So what can visitors expect when they step into the spot?
Okay, so one thing that you could expect, it's a completely remodeled spot. It's indoor-outdoor location,
Okay.
fire pits, beautiful lights.
Yeah.
The food is going to be amazing. The drinks are going to be, on the next level and
Yeah.
everything, and just the vibe that everyone's been looking
So
for.
it's that Miami vibe, and it's on Virginia or it's on the ocean front, so it's not too far from. Is it?
So it's 217 17th Street.
Yeah.
So it was a building before there.
Yeah.
It used to be a club there. Now I want to say the name and everything.
Yeah.
But it used to be a club there before. and you know it's now like I said,
Yeah.
it's completely remodeled.
Yeah, and y'all right up the street from Pharrell Skate Park, I
Yeah,
heard too.
a 30-second walk.
Perfect, perfect. Now, Chef Allen, you have
Yes, sir.
Another restaurant where I understand you make the best cheesesteaks in town. Is that right?
Yes, Major
Okay.
Philly Cheesesteaks, home of the most viral cheesesteak in the world.
Okay.
8 million views
8
on
million
social
views.
media, the Oxtail Cheesesteak.
Nice. Now, you have partnered with Lance on this venture here. Now, what kind of cuisine can we expect at this Miami-themed restaurant?
When Lance first came to me, he told me what the vibe was going to be.
Uh-huh.
So I curated a menu that touched the essence of Miami's diverse culture.
Yeah.
So a little bit of Asian, a
Okay.
little bit of Caribbean, a little bit of South American fusion with a twist of Southern cuisine.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm kind of picturing it too, right? Because you've got the shades on, and and I got this Miami-style jacket on, and we've even got some champagne. So is this wine or champagne?
Oh, so it's a sparkling wine.
Sparkling
and
wine.
so the reason why it's a sparkling wine is because unless it's made in Champagne, France,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh.
it's a champagne. So
Oh.
it's not made in Champagne, France.
But this is yours.
So it's under my umbrella.
Okay.
You know, I used to work for the company.
Yeah.
And now, you know, I do the branding
Okay.
and marketing for them. So at the end of the day, I'm the national ambassador for them.
Of that. Okay,
I'm
so
marketing
this
the
is your
brand. And
wine.
So it's going to
Or
be
no, your champagne.
Yes. It's gonna be
Okay.
at the establishment.
Okay, cool. So you know what? That looks beautiful as this. I'm not going to ask you to crack that open because then we all might mess the segment up. Look, let's have a little fun with some Miami-themed things. As a matter of fact, let me get my shades so I can be Miami-themed, and I'm going to ask you guys.
Giving the whole Miami Vice vibe right now. Okay.
All right, so give me two teams that are located in Miami football, two football teams.
I'm an Eagles fan, so I don't.
You know what? I'm a Cowboys fan. You're from Miami, so two Miami teams.
Cowboys fan too, but Miami Dolphins and Miami Hurricanes.
Okay, nice, nice. Now give me a very popular artist who had a big hit about Miami. Very popular artist. It was a big hit.
It's
the hit
it's
is
plenty.
a big
There's
hit.
plenty from out there,
The
you know.
hit is a big hit.
Flo Rida, Rick Ross, you know.
Welcome to Miami. A big hit is the hint. The artist.
Will Smith?
Will Smith. He got a song that.
Yeah, that
Hey,
song,
you
Welcome
got
to
it.
Miami.
Hey, right
He
there.
do.
It was a big hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he do.
Anyway,
Definitely
last one.
Welcome to Miami.
The 80s TV show where two popular detectives were just as smooth as me and Alan are right now. I can't have you in that conversation. You don't have shades.
Miami Vice. You kind of
Like,
look
I was
like
about
him
to
right
say,
now. You giving the Miami Vice vibe
Hey,
right now.
Miami Vice vibes all day, man. Look, thank you guys for coming through. People, make sure that you go out to the restaurant. We put your information up there on the screen. When people in the area are doing big things, you go out there and you support 757. Now, we got to go to commercial break, but when we come back, a young female wrestler is a legend in this area, and I think she may take Ashley down. Stick around and see how she does it. We'll be right back. Cool. This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. Now, going to the grocery store these days have been a little bit more challenging more than ever regarding both time and money management, right? But the goal is obviously to eat healthy. And how do you do that? How do you balance healthy eating with, the local home economics, right? So our next guest is here to give us some health conscious tips as well as money saving tips while we're in the kitchen. I'd like to welcome back to Living 757, Yasmin Charles, author and skilled chef. How are you?
Hello, Quincy. Good to see you.
Well, likewise, good to
I
see you
love
again.
it.
I think I missed you the last time you were
sure
on the
did.
show.
You sure did.
And salute, fellow shipmate.
shipmate. I love it.
Yeah, here you go. You used to cook in the Navy. You got this set up
Yes.
here. Tell us what we're going to be
Absolutely.
doing today.
So today we are making a classic tomato sauce, and here's why. 120 million Americans have high blood pressure because we're spending too much time eating processed food, canned soups, canned sauces. So today we're taking it back to the basics. Classic tomato sauce, and how to cut up a whole bird.
Got you.
Okay?
And so I saw you pour some
Yes,
oil
so
in
we
there.
have some extra virgin olive oil here. We're gonna pour in our vegetables, onions, carrots, and celery. Right?
good.
You're gonna saute that for about a minute or two just to kind of soften the vegetables. And then you're gonna follow with your fresh garlic.
So you got garlic.
Fresh garlic in there, absolutely. Now, what you're gonna do also is, tomatoes have a very powerful antioxidant called lycopene. And lycopene, it's like a multivitamin.
Okay.
It's got vitamins A, B, C, D, and K. And then you're gonna follow up with your vegetables. We have some basil here.
Oh, I thought that was parsley.
It's parsley as well.
Oh, okay,
And
so I was
some
half
bay
right.
leaves, very nice. And then you're gonna add in your 2 tablespoons of brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
A little bit of salt, okay? And then
Okay.
you're gonna follow up with some tomato paste just
Tomato
to
paste.
really give it a nice body.
So what's the difference of the tomato paste and actual tomatoes?
Well, the tomato paste is just, it's like a thickener, that's what it does.
Okay.
Right? And the tomato itself is the fruit. And so now what you're gonna do after that, you're gonna follow, typically you would let this simmer for about 10 minutes to let the tomato release its juices.
Okay.
Right, but because we're on TV, we gotta stir it up a little bit, right? And then you're gonna, after that, you're gonna follow with your white wine. You're gonna add
Oh.
about 1.5 cups, okay?
All right, and
you
we
let-
don't hold the bottle to ourselves and keep the bottle. Right?
Well,
that's a no-no.
That's a no. That's a no-no. And then we're gonna add in some pepper in there, okay? We're gonna let that simmer for about 45 minutes, right? You let it chill, not chill, cool for about 10 before you put it in the blender. So this is the final product right here, and then here's your final tomato sauce, right?
So that's the tomato
This is
sauce.
your final tomato sauce.
So which one is the product in the tomato sauce? I
What do you
mean, which one is the final product?
This is the final product.
Okay.
Once you pour it in the blender, this is your final product
Oh,
right
this
here.
is
You
blended.
see it?
Oh.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
do you eat it with a spoon?
Well, you can make meatballs with it. You can make marinara sauce with it because the tomato sauce is called a mother sauce. So it's like the basis for just about every red sauce known to mankind.
Okay.
Right? And so this is one of the most important things I think every cook needs to know how to make because again, if we're trying to lower our high blood pressure, start cooking at home a little bit more often.
Makes sense.
Okay?
Now let's
Yes.
move to this naked chicken
Yes.
that's switched
naked
positions.
chicken.
This chicken is shivering right
Yes,
now.
yes, she is. Now here's the thing.
So this is money saving.
Yes.
Okay.
So buying a whole bird is a whole lot less expensive than buying the trail chicken parts.
Okay.
Right? And so when you know how to cut up a whole bird, it makes you a better cook because now you have the backbone and the neck bone to make chicken stock, right?
Okay.
So when it comes to cutting up a whole bird, it's all about knowing where the joints are
Okay.
and where the fat lines are. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So when
Okay.
it comes to the wing, you want to feel the bone right here.
All right. And we
And
got
then
about a
make
minute
your cut,
left.
right? Make
Okay.
your cut. And then you move on to the next side.
Okay.
Here we go. All right.
All
Here we
right.
go.
So getting in
in
there.
there.
So those
Now,
are the two wings.
Yes. So now to cut the legs and the thigh, notice I'm not cutting any meat, just the skin, right?
You're a
So
professional
you pop
cutter.
the joints open and flip
Oh
it
my
over.
Gosh.
And then here you go. Okay.
Okay, so remember when I said she's a skilled chef? That is skill.
Okay.
Like you are
And
working
then
this
you
bird
move
around.
on, and there it is. So now when it comes to taking off the backbone, you're gonna switch to your kitchen scissors. And then just take this off. And by the
Wow.
way, the rest of it, you can actually watch all of it on my YouTube channel because I know we press for time.
Yeah.
So just to take the breast off, here you go. And then just cut it open, just
Okay,
like that.
so you cannot be really touchy. Like you just got to go in and get
That's
this
right,
bird.
exactly. Now to
Okay.
separate the leg from the thigh,
Okay.
just cut on the fat line, just
Okay.
like that. And here you
Oh,
go.
and there's the
right?
lid.
And there's the lid. Now to separate the breast from
Okay.
the bone, you have something called a wishbone in here. You just make yourself a little V.
And of course, while
Just
she's
like
cutting,
that.
folks, y'all should know. We only have a few seconds up, but
Yes.
y'all should know. Be very safe with the knife.
Absolutely.
Don't just get in here and start
Absolutely.
jabbing and stabbing.
So when it comes to separating the breast from the bone, you just let gravity do its thing, right? And here it is, just like that.
and there it is.
There it is. Now to remove the tender from the breast, just slightly peel.
Okay, so how many
And that's it.
pieces, before we get out of here, obviously you guys can check her out on her YouTube channel. How many pieces can you get off of this one
You
bird?
get about 8 to 10, right? So you
8
have
to
two.
10.
You have two
Okay.
legs, 2 thighs, 2 wings, and 2 breasts. And again, with the backbone, you can now make stocks,
Okay.
which is the foundation for a great soup, a great sauce, and a great stew.
Awesome.
Right? So doing this, having this skill, makes you a much better cook.
Well, you know what? I feel like I'm a much better cook just watching you, and I know I can't touch none of that stuff because I don't have any gloves on. Yasmin, thank you so much. You
Thank
have
you
helped
so
us save
much.
some time, money, and is very health conscious. Now, this all smells so good and so delicious. I'm sure it is fit for the guest that Ashley is with because she's an athlete.
That's right, Quincy. I am with an athlete who has been all over the news lately, and it's for a pretty cool reason. She, yes, I said she, was just all over the news for winning the boys' middle school wrestling championship. Let's welcome Mia Williams. Let's get it straight out of the horse's mouth. Hey, girlfriend.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, you're so small, but I'm standing back here. Y'all, we were prepping for this segment, and she took me down before the cameras were even on, so I'm keeping my distance. JK. Okay, how long have you been wrestling? And how did you get into it?
About 3 years, and I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about almost 5 years now.
Okay.
So I started doing jiu-jitsu because one of my best friends did it, and then I was introduced into wrestling, and that's how I started wrestling.
Okay, cool. Now you have a lot of hardware here. Do you want to explain what some of this stuff is? Because you were telling me beforehand, and for only been competing for a short time, you have a lot of accolades.
This one right here is called the Trinity, and I had to win 3 major tournaments for it, and they were all in Oklahoma, and then one was in Reno, which was the last one, and they all make up to become, you get to win that.
That is really cool. And then you have a few over here
Yes.
too. Do you want to explain what these are?
Yes, the belt is USA Nationals. I did that this year, and it was a great tournament, really, really special. And I did that last year. I got a medal for it. This one just is really nice. And then the plaque is the middle school boys wrestling city championships. And then the medal is for jiu-jitsu. It is ADCC was a world tournament.
Oh my goodness. So that is like, that's big. That's national. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm putting down my cards. Can you show me a few moves?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so our stance is you have to have your hands like in front so
Okay.
they can't get your legs. And then you want to have, what's your dominant leg? That one. Okay, so you want to have that one forward and this one back. And then you're just going to squat with your hands in front like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is a stance. And then my stance, I like to go like this a little bit. I like to spread my legs out so I have a bit of
So
better
that you're
movement.
like closer to the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have my hands right here in front so I can't let them get my legs.
Okay.
So that's our stance.
All
And
right.
then a basic shot. This one's a little difficult. This one is you're going to be in your stance.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're just going to take your dominant leg and then you're going to go heel. And then you're going to put your toe down and like kind of bend your leg and you're going to go to the ground like this.
Okay.
And you want to put your knee on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're going to like slide that leg up.
Slide it up?
Yep, like that.
Like that?
And then you're going to have legs in front of you, but then that's the shot.
So then you,
Pick them up and
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You want to show me one more?
yeah, one more. And then that one is going to be called a sweep. And
Okay.
you're going to have that leg forward right there. And then you're
Okay.
going to be in your stance and you're going to kind of step beside that leg.
Okay.
And then you're going to bring your knee down and sweep behind the leg.
Okay.
And this is when you would bring up the leg like this.
Okay, that went better than it did when we were practicing it. Okay, now for any other girls who are your age who are looking to get into male-dominated
Yes.
sports or industries, what kind of advice would you give them?
I would say don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do. This is a sport that you can do no matter what.
Yes, and any advice for someone trying to balance their social life and their sports in their school?
Yes, make sure you have good school grades because school matters more. Well, it matters equally for me, but you make sure you have good grades and good grades to be wrestling and you'll manage both.
Yeah, well, I'm scared. Quincy's over there laughing. Do you want to come over here and try?
I mean, that's not why I was laughing. I didn't.
Get a load of this guy, Mia. Like,
Hi, everybody. All right, so why am I here?
okay, well, why don't you try? Show him that move you were just showing me.
Okay?
Hold on, what move? I was over there eating.
Okay, well, get in your stance, Quincy.
The stance is scared, all right? So what's about to happen?
Okay, well, she's gonna get you.
What? Oh my gosh. All right, I did not notice that. I think I'll just chill here, me in my nice suit.
Yes.
I can't believe that happened.
Add him to the tally of boys she's beat. You guys, we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and we are keeping you safe on our roads.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. April is reserved for Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and distracted driving is actually the leading cause of over 1 million accidents, car accidents a year, and a lot of those are preventable. So here to talk to us today about the distractions, about the tips, about how to be safe, and who to call if we are ever in a car accident, we've got Zach Hutchinson from Brothers-in-Law, Huffman & Huffman Brothers-in-Law. How are you doing today?
I'm good,
I'm
Quincy.
saying, how are you guys? Because this is a team of you guys,
That's right, a whole team. I'm good. Thanks for having
Well,
me,
it's
Quincy.
good to have you back, man. So I'll just get right into it. So with this major concern about the accidents happening on the roads due to people being distracted, like what are some of the dangerous distractions that people face today?
Sure, there's a whole host of them. It all kind of primarily goes down to the cell phone. That's where all the top of my list is the cell phone, whether that's sending a text message, making a phone call, messing around with a GPS or navigation app that puts it squarely at the top of the list.
Right.
A few other things that round it out, eating or drinking while you're driving, putting on makeup, doing your hair, interacting with passengers or children in the back seat. These are all, on the list of things that cause major distractions to folks when they're driving.
Yeah, and that's interesting because like I grew up with parents from back in the day, and there was no distracted driving. Like if they wanted to reach back and take care of you,
Yeah.
like nobody stopped them at all. So you know what? When it does come to being distracted, we're going to have a little fun here. So I got some intelligent fitness equipment, as you guys can see, that's on my arm. So this is going to send electric impulses to my muscles, causing them to contract. But my goal is to try to draw whatever the producer is telling me in my ear. And let me see. So the first word I got to draw, and then you got to figure out what I'm drawing. Just, hold up. Let me turn this on, because that would make sense. Turn it up. Oh, gosh, it's already jumping. All right. Here we go. Okay, I got it on level 7. As you can see, my arm is jumping, so I got to draw what I think. That's what I'm trying to do. He's in my ear telling me what to draw, and my arm is. Hold up. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm drawing. Okay. What do you think this is?
It's a person who needs a haircut, maybe, is what I'm thinking.
This was a turkey.
A turkey.
This was supposed to be a turkey, Zach. Clearly, completely wrong. All right, so I think we got time. I'm gonna try another one. Who? Okay, all right, so I'm gonna have to draw what I think is this. Okay, this is what he told me. Okay, so I need to put this person. This is so difficult.
Oh my God.
Trying to, so distracted. Okay, so this, you have to get this. Okay, hold up. This is what I drew. Okay, what do you think that is?
Is somebody kicking a ball, maybe?
It was close. This was me playing golf.
Okay, all right. Got the ball right.
Look, there was the flag, and there was
see.
a big hole,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure if I've ever seen a golf hole that big.
Not regulation,
No, not. So clearly, and let me turn these off before I end up punching you or myself. Hold up. Oh gosh, I just turned it up. All right, done. Never doing that on camera again. Thanks, Melissa. All right, so for you guys, what are some of the steps drivers like myself can take to minimize distractions and not use shocking material?
Well, sure, yeah. Don't wear one of these devices when you're driving a vehicle. It comes down to just kind of taking care of what you need to take care of before you start driving. So if you need to set your GPS, obviously do that before you pull out of the driveway. If you got a young kid in the back seat, make sure they have whatever they need before you pull out of the driveway. If you find yourself on the road and you need to respond to a text message or make a phone call, pull over. I mean, what do you lose maybe 5 minutes tops, and then you get back on the roadway, but you avoid any distractions that could present a problem when you're on the road.
Okay, so talk to us about, like, as we see some B-roll up here, like phones that can record, like dash cams, like, is that recommended?
Sure, absolutely. Now, I love getting a case with dash camera, especially if it's beneficial. It can record other drivers who are holding a phone while they're operating the vehicle. If their eyes are elsewhere, their head's down, or maybe looking in the back seat, that would show up on a dash cam. You mentioned cell phones. In some cases, we can get our hands on cell phone records and see maybe when somebody has sent or received a text message or made a phone call, and correlate that to when the accident happened. So that's, yeah.
Got you. And of course, before we wrap up, obviously, if someone happens to be in an unfortunate accident, your information is on the screen. But what should people do first?
Well, obviously, reach out to an attorney right away, especially if you're injured. You want to make sure that your rights are protected. Any valuable evidence needs to be preserved. We do offer free consultations at Huffman & Huffman, so there's no risk for reaching out to us for help.
All right. Well, everybody knows where to call the brothers-in-law, right? Huffman & Huffman. I wish I could sing that jingle. But thank you very much. I certainly appreciate you being here, Zach. Now, over to this other person who I know is very distracted because she's always listening to music on the radio. Her favorite song, maybe?
Guilty, and you know what they say about snitches, Quincy. That last segment was electrifying, much like our next guest. Let's welcome today's artist, R&B artist, Zay Bennett. Hi.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Thank you for joining us on Living 757. We're so excited to have you. We love R&B here at Living 757.
Thank you so much.
Now, let's take it back to the beginning. How did you decide that you wanted to pursue music?
Honestly, pursuing music, it was never really a question for me. It was just something that I've always done. I remember being in elementary school and having like a solo, singing the Star Spangled Banner in the morning all the time. They used to ask me to do all the time, and that just kind of sparked the interest in performing and, doing music, really.
I love that. So you've known since you were little.
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand there was a particular middle school concert that sticks out in your mind.
Yeah, I actually performed, I can't remember the name of the song. It was a Michael Jackson song. It was a Michael Jackson song I performed in front of the whole choir, in front of my whole school, and I just remember getting a standing applause, and I was like, yeah, this is the feeling I like. Yeah.
All right, now you have shared the stage with some huge names. What is one of your favorite moments from the stage, and also what's one of your most embarrassing?
I think one of my favorite moments from the stage is opening up for Seven Streeter at NSU. The crowd was so lit. Like, everything, it just felt perfect. It felt like a dream, honestly. It felt like my dream was coming true. Felt like I had made it right there because it was just like so many people, and actually some people in the crowd knew my song. It was kind of crazy. It was like,
that's gotta be such a cool feeling.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody singing along. All right,
crazy.
now embarrassing
and the
moment.
worst performance, whew.
Not worse, just...
Okay, the most embarrassing.
Yes.
The most embarrassing is, I remember I was really young. I was probably like 16, and I used to do covers with this band. And I was doing a cover to a Jennifer Hudson song. And it was actually And I Am Telling You from Dreamgirls.
Okay.
And I forgot all the lyrics at the end.
What did you do? Did you ad-lib?
I just ad-libbed all the way through it. Maybe people was looking at me like...
Fake it till you make it.
I did.
Quincy's not over here to like stop me from high-fiving, but usually he would. You are born and raised in the 757 out in Norfolk.
Yep.
What is your favorite local venue that you've played?
Shoot. Well, my favorite local venue, it's not in Norfolk, but
That's okay.
The stage at the beach in Juneteenth, that was my favorite venue. That's my favorite venue to perform at, yeah.
All right, and that kind of brings me to my next question. What do you have coming up? Any events, new music?
Well, I actually got something super top secret coming up soon, June 13th. Stay on the watch out for that. But I also have, I'm performing again at Juneteenth this year. When is it, June 21st? I'm performing there, and I actually just dropped the EP called Wants and Needs. So yeah, y'all go look for that, go get that, and
Oh, that's so exciting. Now, where can people get your music from? Where can they follow you on social media? Do you have a website?
They can follow me at iBenZay on Instagram. Y'all can follow me, y'all can add me on Facebook at Zay Bennett. My TikTok is iBenZay too. And y'all can find all my music on any streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you listen to music.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so excited. I heard him warming up, and I can barely contain my excitement for him to close out this show. His voice is amazing. Thank you so much,
Thank
Zay.
you.
I'm gonna let you get ready for your performance. You guys, we have to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. This guy's performing right after these messages. Welcome back to Living 757.
I gotta fix it again.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's laying down nicely, okay? Like, we have to take care of each other, okay? My brother's, my sister's keeper. Don't you touch. You can't touch this. This is MC Hammer. You can't touch this. I'm in the music field. Like, okay, this is why I'm in the music field. So, you know the anticipated music festival everybody was excited about for the last couple of years that's not happening? Okay. Well, in place of that, on April the 25th, do you know what music festival is coming?
No.
Nothing in the Water. Nothing in the Water Festival is coming to Hampton over there at Buck Row. You know what? Let me make sure I have it here. So it's basically a playful parody on obviously something in the water. But this is actually pretty cool because it's a brand new music experience, okay? And it's presented by the Buck Row Coffee Company. It's a 3-day festival, and it will feature 24 bands spanning a variety of genres, along with shopping, vendors, food trucks, drinking, well, drinks, not drinking. I'm sure drinking is part of it, but it's music, live music as well. So Nothing in the Water is gonna bring a lot of fun on a whole new level. Stay tuned because they will be announcing all of the lineups and any future lineups that's going to be coming. So it'll be something that we can look forward to. I know people in Hampton Roads, we promoted the Something in the Water. We were promoting that at the end of last year, right?
Yep.
So some things we just cannot control. So I think something like this, you may not have nothing to look forward to because there's nothing in the water. Think
Nothing
about
to
it.
look forward
Nothing to look forward to. Like something to look forward to, nothing to look. You know what? Sometimes these things just fly right over people's heads.
Oh no, I got it.
Like, you got
I
it.
understood where you were going.
You just didn't like it.
You just didn't put the car in park and finish the joke.
Oh, nice. Well, that's what happens when you get me beat up live on camera earlier today.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You were
man.
the one that was like laughing, like ha ha ha.
Of course. Well, first of all, I don't laugh like that, okay? We act so much like brother and sister, I'm sure.
She did take me out too, but I owned up to it.
Yes. Okay.
Not on camera. It was like before the cameras were rolling.
So did she do the whole sweet thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
She took my leg and like lifted it up, and I was like, "Ah!"
oh, the coolest part that you guys did not get a chance to see, her dad brought her here, but her dad is a former NFL player for the Bills and the Washington Commanders, so it was so cool to just meet and talk to him.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can have him on. like,
Yes.
When we banter about the upcoming football season.
I love
Don't
the
touch.
color of your jacket, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good color.
Fantastic shade of Commander Red.
It's not even close to Commander Red, okay? All right, what it is, it's the color of love. And we love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, thank you so much. Of course, if you want to find this episode and so many other episodes, you can always go to yourview.com. Constantly, 24 hours.
Yes, you can. And make sure you follow us on all of our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you can also always send ideas for segments to that email that's across the bottom of your screen right now. It's share@living757.com.
Yeah, don't forget to scan that QR code too. Cool.
Yep, that's right. That's right, you guys. We got to close the show, but we're going to leave you with an amazing musical performance by Zay Bennett.
wanna feel the love you say you have for me. Wanna fulfill everything that you asked of me. But here's the deal, can you do this one task for me? Just keep it real, you don't have to hold back with me. Cause in the end, we only have ourselves, you see. No, we all wanna be needed. We all wanna have someone. Oh, no. We all wanna be needed. We all wanna have someone to hold. Can it be we? Is that too much to ask of you? I wanna be the one that you come running to. Don't wanna leave no time for your mind to wander. Just leave it all right here, let me be your comfort. I just want all your time. Baby, come swing my way. To let me know you're mine. I never said it would be easy. We'll have good days if you believe. We all wanna be needed. All wanna have someone. We all wanna be needed. We all wanna have someone. We all want someone to have. We all want someone to love. We all want someone to need. We all want someone to trust. Say, we all want someone to have. We all want someone to love. We all want someone to need. We all want someone to